Every dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing, but while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much.
Welcome to Lothar's Guitar School, and today we look at Save the Last Dance for Me, the Michael Bublé version with easy guitar parts. It's pretty easy for someone who knows to play with open chords. The song itself is an E flat, which we can't play when we are beginners. So we put the capo on the first fret, which makes a D chord sound like an E flat chord. And that's it, all we need to know for the rest of the song. We think it's D. The strumming pattern is very simple. It's always 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And on the 2 and the 4 and, we have a slight lift of the fingers, so we mute the strings. And that's the pattern that goes throughout the song. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And on the 2 and in the 4 and, we slightly lift the fingers so we have a muted sound. And that is throughout the song. Let's look at the chords. First one is D. The second one is A7. Then in the pre-chorus section we have a G chord. And then sometimes we have a suspense chord. So A7 sus4 going to A7. And the same way we have D sus going to D at one point. And for variation, there is one D chord going to a D6 chord, which is just lifting of the ring finger. It's similar to a B minor 7 chord. The bass player plays a B down. This sounds like B minor 7. And you can just play D6. But the D is fine as well. It's just a variation. The same is true for this variation. E minor 7 instead of the A7 sus going to A7. You can just play the A7 sus chord going to A7. If the bass player sounds an E, this sounds like E minor 7. And those are all the chords that are in the song. So we have the D chord, and then we have the A7 chord. And then we have the G chord. And then several times we have the A7 sus4 going to A7. You just move from the ring finger one fret down with the middle finger. And similar, we have at one point the D7, the D sus going to D. You just put down the pinky on the 3rd fret and then lift it for the D chord. And there's one variation at one point where I play a D6, which is the D without the ring finger. And at one point I have an E minor 7 going to the A7, which is similar to the A7 sus to A7. And these are just variation. You don't have to play them. And that's all there is to it for chords. Now let's look at the form. The first part is a 10-bar phrase, which is a little tricky because we're used to 8-bar phrases. So it's 3 bars of D, going to A7, 2 bars, 3 bars of A7, 2 bars of D7, of D. And now we go to the pre-chorus, which is starting with the G, 2 bars, 2 bars of D, 1 bar of A7 sus, 1 bar of A7, 2 bars of D. And now the second verse starts. And it starts similar, 3 bars of D. A7 sus, A7, A7 sus, each bar, A7. There we have now, within the bar, a change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So it's on the... We start with an A7 sus and then we go to the A7. And that's the similar on the next bar, D sus going to D. Pre-chorus, 2 bars of G. D, variation E6, variation E minor 7, A7, with a downbeat break on 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And now comes the chorus. 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A7, and that ends on the 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it goes to the next key. We won't play that because that's too difficult for us, because that has to be done with bar chords. Maybe later on, sometime I will show you the whole song. For now, this is good for you. I hope you like this. This was Save the Last Dance for me in the Michael Bublé version. And I hope to see you here soon at Lothar's Guitar School. Take care and bye-bye. And don't forget to subscribe.
You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So, darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much.